Da, 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 da. We are live. We are the Mad Scientists. This is Mad Frankie. That's me. This is Violet Iger over here. That's her. And together we make the Mad Scientists. Da, 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 da. With music added. Yeah.
Hi, Becky.
Yeah, hello, Becky. So let me pop that at the front, which might be a help, and then again might not. These, just to show you what I've been doing. Now, you remember we did.
Hi, Marguerite. I saw you over there in PM Artist Studio this morning.
We did these last time. I don't know where the other one of them's gone because I was in the middle of doing something with it and it's disappeared off the edge of the earth. But these are the two I did, and that's the other two I did. And I did some little squiggles on this one. I haven't done anything on this one. I wasn't totally happy with that. It's a bit too rushed near the end, I think.
Can you hold that one up in the camera a little better? I never did get to see it all. There you go. Do you have your headphones on?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. But I like it.
That's a good guy.
I like it.
I like that one better. It might almost be a seahorse, I'm not sure. But I'm not going to do a seahorse. I want abstract. I'm going for abstract.
Yeah.
So
hi, Anne. It's so nice to see you. It's been a while.
To the other. Keep looking, but I don't know what happened to him. I must have
yes,
just
it is. When she puts that little bit of gold in there, it really fixes it up nice.
Well, it does give it some life, yes. But I'd want to do some more with black and other things as well.
Like the other one.
Definitely, possibly some silver, but nothing more than that. I don't think those. So I'll put those aside for now. But I also wanted to show you these. Now these, I'm quite pleased with these. These are done. That's wrong way around. From my National Geographic pages.
Your camera is at. There you go. Atta girl. You might back up.
I'm trying to get it. I can't get it any higher. I'm sorry. I just can't.
No, you're good.
So this one had the word adaptable, which I liked. I should have faded that one out a bit. I can fiddle with that in Photoshop. But I really liked that, having the word adaptable in the middle of it.
So
pure accident.
Let me ask you, what are these that we're looking at?
Well, these are the prints from the National Geographic pages where I put Citrusol on, squashed them together and sort of poked them about and then left them and then came back and had a look. And they were quite dull, but some of them had interesting looks to them. So I then took them into Photoshop, scanned them and took them into Photoshop once they were dry, and then played about with the color balance and different filters and putting in a complete fill of color and then fading that down to give it just what I wanted, and trying different filters. Like there's other ones like plastic wrap. I really like plastic wrap, and sketch and crackle and things like that. This one has some crackle on it, this one, but you can't really see it, but it's just very faint effect in the background that did something nice, I thought, to it. I really like that. I love these bubbles here, these bits here. And this is, I think, two. I took one that I'd done I wasn't terribly fond of, but I liked a piece of it. So I brought that in and put it on top of this. Then I cut this piece out and brought it forward to be in the front because I like that shape. So that is the dominant thing. And it's got some words you can see there, but you can't read them. So that's good. So I just wanted the effect of that. You could almost see a frog there. Anyway, so that was another one. Each one has had some adjustment or other, and maybe many layers to do it to. This one is the another one of the graphite sketch, I think, that filter. It's quite lovely and sort of, isn't it? It's sort of really good. I like that very, very much.
Very much.
And this one had some marks on it, and I liked them so much that I took another copy, reflected it, and then faded it a bit so you can see both copies. So it makes a sort of mirror image. You see what I mean?
Yes. I
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, I
I
agree. And
boosted the
lava
colours,
tint. That is fabulous. I agree.
boosted the colours towards the lava. You can see it's a mirror image better when you look at it like that because you can
Yeah.
see the divide. Lovely.
Wow.
I'm
These are
gonna go-
all things you've manipulated in Photoshop from Nat Geo.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You can still see the echo of the Nat Geo page. Well, the echo as it is now after the Citrusol, but you can't see so much of the actual page. I mean, it's the word bulldog there and water, nothing much else. But I like these pieces, you see,
Uh-oh. She'll be back. Hold the phone. She'll be
towards
back.
blue or rust colours. I seem to do that. This is upside down. This one came this way round. And I
I
like
pretty
this one
much
because it looks to me as if there's some sort of snake or something here, or some monster.
turtle
It's
head.
like it's a dreamscape, you know? It's like there's someone here. There's her face. There's the back of her head. The other side of the window. There's the top of her head, you know? And there's something going on in the background. And there was a lot of words here, and I didn't like all of them, but I picked out three: comfrey, effective, and paradise. Don't ask me why. You can't really see it unless you focus in because I've made that really rather light.
Yeah.
But I could darken it down, but then this would be much darker, and I like that. But I could always cut that out and make that a bit more prominent. So there's things you can do and emphasize. And I love this one. This is lovely, beautiful, like I don't know, the sea underneath the ice cap or something. Got that cold blue sort of look to it. Will go anyway. You can turn it round until you get something you like, something that you think is what you want.
When I see these like this, I've gone off into outer space. I love space um photos and images. I love that.
This is plastic wrap. That's the last filter I did on it, and I didn't have it too prominent, but I've got another one that's more prominent. But the printer decided it wanted new black, and after that, it decided it wanted to go sleep. So I had to leave it, and I haven't gone back to it yet. But this is a plastic wrap one. The other one should be stunning because it's black plastic wrap. Oh, it should be really good. Of course, it's always the one that got away or the one you haven't got right now, isn't it? But I do love that effect. It's really, really lovely.
Mm-hmm. It looks
This
fun.
one is quite good. Yeah. Well, this one happened just as I was running out of magenta, as you can see at the bottom here. But I quite like it even so I've kept it. But I then changed the ink cartridge, put the new magenta in, and then the silly thing chewed up the paper I had ready and waiting. I had to open up the machine to get it out, and then it wanted me to turn the machine off and turn the machine off again, and then turn. Eventually, it came back and it printed the next lot over here.
Hi,
But when it did it the second time, I thought, oh, I can't be bothered, so I just left it that second time. But there's in here, there's odd bits like almost like a little figure. You know, when you look at, I don't know if you do know, but when we used to have an open fire and we should look at the logs and the ash and the glow in and you'd be able to see worlds. And you know that Journey to the Center of the Earth, one of the older ones, where it was all, it looked like you were looking into the fire in that one. And that's what I see here, a little figure in the distance, sort of clambering about, trying not to get sucked into the lava pit or whatever. It's just weird worlds, really, in these. I like them. This is another one of that graphite one, I think it was.
Oh, I like
film.
that.
But that's
Okay,
rather
now that's a
smacky.
mirror image. If you turned it, that one, my eye caught it immediately. That's a mirror image.
Yeah.
Rorschach.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I swapped it and yeah.
But I still like it. I still like it. Yeah, it's.
And this is nice. This is sort of reminds me of the Grand Canyon a bit with these stripes of rock, you know, and the color and But you can have it any old way you like. It could be waves, red sea waves, or it could be
Fire waterfall. Good one, man. It is,
yeah.
isn't it? Fire waterfall.
Your imagination can see in there. So yeah,
Like that.
sort of to land on some distant weird planet, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Where are we? Don't know.
You and I need to take a trip
This
together.
is the hell. Could be. Anyway, let's get on to what we've got here.
Okay, what we've got here. Let me just say, we did watercolor Friday. I just loved what you did Friday. I loved what we did behind the scenes. And then last night, I mean, Eddie had no sooner posted it. I was on it. He did yours are abstract. That's one way to go. Eddie did watercolor Christmas cards. Eddie, awesome. I'm inspired.
Yeah, you're
Just
pretty
had to
good.
say that. I love watercolor. I just love watercolor. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Let's see who we've got in at the moment. Let's say hello. Oh, goodness, it goes back a long way. Let's see.
Yeah, you've got a lot.
Hello, Becky, Marguerite, Anne, Estella. Who else have we got here? Oh, there's Eddie. Hi, Eddie. Trish. Belinda. Hello, Belinda. Hello, Trish. Yeah, I said Trish.
Hi, Cindy. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, hi, now is that P or M? It's probably M. Hi, M.
Probably M.
Hi, Mariah. Pardon?
I said it's probably M. P usually comes in under her own name.
Yep.
And you're doing watercolors, so she may be there in the background.
Cindy. Hi, Cindy. So
Yeah,
I think that's everybody. I think I've got everybody. Yes, all with them. Yeah. But once or twice there has been a P there, and I've gone, oh.
Hi, Dana.
Hi, Dana. So today I've got some pieces I did last night. And this is done with these colours, which are metallics. I can see there's some spaces there. I should take that one out as well.
I'm not telling you what I like anymore, by the way, just so you know.
No.
If you ask me, I'm saying, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because
it's Handmade with Love by KJ Design by Karen. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There's that card. And these are the colours that I used. Oops, I've just stuck the red one to the bottom of that. I've just got to clean that off. She does fill them extremely well. I'm still trying to get some of them. I mean, I used a fair bit of that one, so I've made that one a bit lower. But that one is still quite high.
Yeah.
So that's Tulip, I think. I've smudged the name already. This is a flowers. I think it's summer flowers, maybe. Flowers and fauna, I think. That's what the set is. Clematis. I bought this quite some time ago. I felt very guilty about it because it was not cheap. Hydrangea. So there's a sort of purpley one and a bluey one. This is corn, and you can see where I used corn. It's the gold colour.
Okay.
And this one is the green, which is pom, possibly pom. I'm not sure what pom is. Maybe it's meant to be. Well, it's not spelled right for apple, French apple. But anyway, that's the colours that I used in these two, right? I then went on and decided to look at some non-metallic colours on the black paper. So I did this. I looked at the hang on, let me just grab them. These colours from Kuretake Gansai Kambi, and they're rather nice.
Yes, they are.
But I haven't swatched these on here. I'm going to swatch them on nice paper like this.
Watercolor.
This horse paper, yeah, a nice horse paper. Because I want to see what it looks like. Because I did the other one on this stuff, and it was okay, but I want to see what it does on watercolor paper. So these are the colours I've got here, and these are the ones I swatched on here. I needed 2 bits of paper for it because I want to do it on the black and see what happened. Now I didn't swatch every one because I did not swatch these or those.
Well, they wouldn't have shown up.
Exactly, or that, or I think I did some of the greens, but not these. And I didn't do the very darkest red because you can see what happened with the other reds. That they show up, but not greatly. The best that show up are these here, which is this one, where's the other one? I thought I did that one as well. I think maybe it's that one. Is that one?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That one. That one is that one. I don't think I did that one. That's odd that I didn't do that one. I thought I had. But anyway, you can see what some of the colours looked like. And some of them came out quite nicely, like this. This one came out nicely, and you can get a thinner effect on it. So you can have a nice solid colour, and you can have some more sort of misty look to it, which is lovely in black paper. So the idea is to have a look and see if we can do anything interesting on black paper. Now, the one I'm looking at here, this, was done by Lois and Morgaine Dickinson Art. And she took the image from a Pixabay image, which is there. You can see that that's much more brilliant and stark looking to me. I really liked hers better. What she did with her. It's called How to Paint a Simple Watercolor Loose Urban Cityscape. That should bring it up. But I put the link in the description below this live, okay? So you can see that if you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's down below the video or off to the side.
One I think is much more atmospheric. And she's altered it a bit when she did it. So I think I'm going to go with that. But of course, it's not going to look anything like that because it's going to be on black paper. And it's probably not going to look anything like as good. But I will then have a go on some white paper because that's how she started with white paper. You can get much lighter looks with white paper. But I just wanted to have a try and see what could be done. Now, something else I must mention. I was going to use these white charcoal pencils, but I cannot get them to sharpen and still have the lead in there without it popping off and going and running away. I've tried using my rotary sharpener like that, where you stick it in there and it goes and goes down and down a little bit as it goes round, And then that didn't work because it just broke the lead inside and wouldn't do any more. So then I tried using a nice sharp one of these, and instead of holding it in midair like this when I was doing it, I held it. I don't know if I can demonstrate it now.
What year? What, Mariah? What year? What are you referring to?
Holding it so that it wasn't so jumpy in midair, so that I could. But it still broke. The charcoal inside still broke and came out.
I thought maybe the charcoal was old and flaky and whatever.
Well, it's possible, or just not quite so well made.
Okay.
So if anybody knows of any decent ones that don't do that very often, because I've not used this very much, and in fact these not at all, as you can see. So I've taken this out of my Derwent ink tints because I'm fairly sure they're pricey enough that they would better be good. So that's what I've been using to sketch this like this. Right. So that's what that is. Now, if you know of one that works better than that, do let me know. Although somebody here called Igor had an idea.
And it was just a thought because I do so much sewing that I have a white pencil, water soluble marking pencil for sewing. It's if you're doing patterns, if you want to mark on your pattern, this goes on fabric quite nicely and it washes off. So it's not going to ruin your fabric. I could draw all over.
I think that's a good idea.
And I don't have a problem with putting it in the sharpener. And I even have we have a generic sharpener here.
Yeah, I've got those as well.
Yeah.
But those already ruin it, so I knew not to try that.
When you use these little ones, you don't turn the pencil. Do not turn the pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Turn the sharpener. That's the first trick. But it sharpens fine. It doesn't. It does the job. I don't use it for everything because again, it's not a good idea for some pencils, for my Derwents and my Prismas. But yeah, it's a water soluble one. So if you're writing on black paper, I mean, I also have the kneading, like Eddie, I have a kneading, excuse me.
Kneadable putty rubber. Yeah.
Ew, I had a sneeze. Sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had the kneadable so I can also pull it up or erase it as needed.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would work for what you want. The Derwent seems to be doing the job.
Yeah, I think so. But, I don't want to use my Derwent forever for this job because it's going to get more use than the rest of the Derwent pencils. So I'd like a charcoal one or something like that, or yours. Your one for...
Yeah.
Yeah, that might work better.
Okay.
That's
Well,
all I
yeah,
was thinking.
it doesn't hurt to have a backup or another one for use. So the Derwent seems to be working okay. I mean, I can barely see the white you're putting on there. I don't need
Well,
to
that's
see what you do.
yeah. I don't want it to be too visible. I mean, you can see it when you look at
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't want it to be that visible. I chose the ink tints because I thought when you wet it, you can move it about. So when I'm using wet watercolor on here, it should blend in nicely. That was what I was thinking. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering. I might have to. Well, I don't have any. Let me see. Let me get mine. You keep going doing what you're doing. I'm gonna get mine.
Well, I think I've done enough with that. I don't really want to do too much because the idea
And
is
you're
to,
working on black cardstock, right?
yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm working on black watercolor, the Frisk. This,
Oh, that I don't have.
because I wanted to try it on the watercolor, the proper
Yeah,
black paper.
I
And
don't
it's
have.
320 GSM. And it's A3 size, so I've cut it down into 2 for this, but I like the idea of the A3 size to be able
Yeah,
to use.
nice.
So,
Okay, never
I mean, I
mind.
could have bought the A4 anyway, and that would have been fine to start with, but let's see. Let us see. I'm just going to put these away, these little ones, because they're very gooey. Very gooey, because you can see, because they all came off on the protective paper. So I'm just going to pop them away so that they're not going to get damaged. They've got little magnets on the bottom, so they're nice and easy to move about, which is lovely. Right, pack that away for now. So I've still got my these things, Roman schmalls there, if I need them. And I want to have a go with these these watercolors. So I could go and do some more bits to these, with black pen, probably a couple of sizes of black pen. I think that might work quite well. Like the Posca was got some broader tips.
Yeah.
But I don't think silver and gold pens are going to make a lot of difference in that. It's got enough silver and gold in it already.
No, I think the Micron black
Yeah, I think so.
for outline and highlight.
Well, that's
Like
what I was
what you
thinking.
did the other day. That would really
Yeah,
make
like
it.
that one, the number
Yeah.
8 or 1. The number 1 gives you really nice small
Mhm.
marks. So let's pop that down there. Right, now let's get a big brush. So I've got one down here. Now that's a medium big, i.e. small. I did have a bigger one. What have I done with the bigger one? Where's the biggie wiggy?
I don't know.
I've
You
got
had them both. Oops. You had them both sitting
I've
on
got
your table.
there. What happened to the biggie wiggy? There it is, down there. That's the one I was using because it's quicker. Because the water gets absorbed into the paper quite fast, and you want to be able to get moving. So I'm going to do this one, not that one at the moment. But I just want to put the water on. So I need the big jar, because then I can get the paintbrush in. That's a good thing to remember. Make sure your paintbrush fit in the water jar. This is going to disappear, isn't it? Because it's water soluble.
Where you colored, it's like a resist.
It is at the moment. Yeah, I wonder how long that will last. We'll see.
Hi, Rhonda. Welcome, welcome.
Put that one there, and that one there. Right. Smaller paintbrush. Let's have this one. Got some nice shapes to it. So let's start with a nice bright yellow.
Hey, Trish. Say hi to Evie and Tommy from me and Fran. We say hi. If she's in the background there.
Just trying to find the information. That's upside down. This is lemon yellow, right? Lemon yellow. So I'm going to put some lemon yellow here. And I'm going to go right across.
Evie isn't well today. Okay. No, we'll pull her up on the list, on the prayer list.
No, don't you dare, you rotten devil.
Go to sleep.
Now you've got to put your fingerprint back in.
To sign back in. It went to sleep.
Yeah, it did.
Every now and then you got to touch it.
There we go. So I'm doing this all wrong, I know. I'm just playing. Who cares? I'm going to add some of the aureolin, which is this one here. Whoops, nearly went into the tea. And I'm going to go a little bit over here to the, what is it? Cadmium yellow.
Mariah's shooting for the naughty chair.
What'd she say? What'd she say?
I don't know. She said that's what she said. And I was talking, so I missed what you said. So there. I'm out of the loop. I feel like Rufus here. My husband's crinkling something in the kitchen, and I'm like, "What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?" I feel like Rufus when Ian goes in the kitchen. That's really coming up nicely on that black.
Well, I hope so, but I'm not convinced yet. I've lost all my marks, so.
Well,
at least we know it disappears.
I wondered if they were like a resist with the first water coat, if they'd pop back up, but.
Now, that would mean it wouldn't be dissolved by water. And the whole thing about ink tents is it is, isn't it?
It's water soluble?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Just want to leave a patch there. And then back with the colour. Just a bit here. blending it in a bit. Then I think I just want some more water on here. Let it blend in at the edges.
It's black Frisk watercolor paper made by Frisk.
Now I'm thinking how to compensate for the fact that it's black. Well, I think the way to do that is to put some white into the water, and it's going to lighten up. And if I'm lacking in water, I've got that good old thing, a spray. But I don't really want to use it there. I mean, it's doing quite a nice job.
It'll overspray.
Yeah. Well, I do want a dividing line here. A little bit more. See, I'm picking up some yellow from the other areas. I want that whiter there, so I want that a bit less lemony. And I do think I want a little bit of this here. There we go. It's better. I mean, I'm going to put buildings over this anyway, so it doesn't matter quite so much as it might otherwise have done. Here we go. A little bit more down here to blend in a bit. A bit here. And I think a bit of pinkiness. I'm also mopping this up with the paintbrush, you see, so I can get some more of that pinky colour in instead of the yellow, just there. To flow a bit here. Now, I don't have to copy what's there in front of me, but it's a nice guide, you know, because this is no way this is going to look anything like that. For a start, I'm nowhere near as good an artist. And secondly, I got black paper. More fool me went and chose black paper, but it's fun, exciting, it's different, you know, it's why not? If you don't take chances and try something different, you'll never know whether it would have worked or not.
This is a Mad Frankie version.
Yeah, it definitely is. So you can see that's got a bit more pinkiness in it. Now I want a little bit of blue there, but I don't know if it's going to work or not, so we'll try and see what happens. I'm going to use a dark colour. Is it that one?
So if anybody's wondering why I'm being especially quiet today, it's because Fran is really explaining what she's doing here, and this is the part I get interested in, and I want to hear it. So
this is indigo. This is probably not going to make a lot of difference, but if I put it here, it will go in with the colours I've already got down, you see? And I've got some there as well. I don't know if I've got quite enough water. Or too much.
Yeah, and Rhonda said a spray will leave dots rather than a spray, a mist. So it's a be careful type product to use, a spray.
Yep. So this is where the buildings are. I think that I possibly, when I've got this a bit better arranged, oh, I want a bit more white in that as well. A bit more of the white to go up here. I want that line to be a bit thinner, so I'm adding more white to it to make it a bit less blue, but it's receding into the distance. It's getting darker at the edge, lighter at the lower part, so a bit more here. Still got enough water to be moving a bit. That's better. I like that better. Now I can add some more of that pink, and in fact I can add some stronger pink. See if that will help at all. It's all guesswork. So go back to the peachy pink. Add a bit of water to the brush. Oh, don't you dare disappear on me again, you rotten beast. Don't you hate it when it wants to do that? It's better on a computer. You can stop it from doing that on a computer. So that's a better meldiness. That's nice. I'm getting some nice colours now. See, I'm trying to keep my brushes going this way because the water goes this way, and I want to keep it level. If it's going to have any lines, it's going to be level ones, you know.
I don't know that I've ever seen or paid attention to someone doing this in layers the way you're doing it. It's awesome.
Well, there'll come a point where I'll have to dry it, and then what's there will react again with water, but not as much, you see. So then I can get it a bit more under control. I want a bit more of this, which, by the way, this is 1, 2. Cadmium orange. Couldn't see the little tiny writing. So you can see it, there's quite a strong orangey colour in the sky there. Turn it over to get the stuff on the other side of the brush. Pick up a bit more paint. See, this is still quite wet, this area. This is drying quite a lot faster than this is because I've got a big puddle there, which isn't helping. And I want it more in the centre.
That's where you sprayed, I think.
Yeah. I want more colour in the centre because I've got it's more over there and it's coming down in the centre here. But I do want it to mix. So we'll go back and get some of that nice colour we put down here. This pinky one. What is this pink one called? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rose beige. It's called rose beige. So I'm going to put some of that in here. And across the centre as well. I'm going to clean my brush because it's got the orange on it and put some more here, going across there. So this is nicely flooding into it. I like that. That's good. That's what I was hoping would happen. Doesn't matter about this because you can see it's more bluey there. But let's just level that off a bit. There we go. Now I think it's the time to... What I'll do is I'll dry it, then I'll put a mist of water over it so it's still slightly damp. fact, I might even pick this up a bit.
Right, that's what I said. She makes it look so easy, but
Oh, come on, I can't do it. I'm guessing. I'm guessing the whole time. I'm just playing. It doesn't matter because I'm only playing. That's the biggest thing I think that you need to do with watercolours, especially because watercolours are said to be difficult to do, but that's because they try to control it so much. And I think it's better to allow yourself to play. It doesn't matter if it doesn't look exactly like what you're going for. It'll look like something, and it'll be a lesson, and it will be fun to do. Just let go of your expectations. Oh, you've got some, Cindy. Oh, right, really?
wow.
I put Daniel on my Christmas list, and there's a possibility I might get those or Paul Rubens. I offered him those two options, so there's possibility. I'd like the Art Nouveau set of these curious, how do you pronounce it? Kuretake, that's it, Kuretake.
I'm just looking at it, and where you were 3 minutes ago before you hit the air gun, the heat gun,
Yeah.
is where it's at now. Big difference. I did not see that coming. I mean, I backed up on the video a little bit so I could go back and look, and it's like, how did you do
Right.
that?
Oh, I don't know. I just kept going and adding more colours.
My husband would say his answer would be FM, which, if you know what F means, magic. Friggin' magic. Yeah. Eddie agrees. He says some of his best watercolor paintings were done in a loose form.
Yeah. Well, I think the answer to your question is more likely FK, with F being the same word, but K being nose. What nose?
Well, Russ is over
Now,
there laughing.
I want a little bit of the indigo, but I'll put that on last. What am I doing? Putting it on first. I want some of this pale blue. This pale blue, because it will show up on the black, right? And I want a little, I'll put that on first because then I can come in with the indigo afterwards. The indigo will tone it down a bit.
I mean,
So,
if everybody out there watching can back up a little bit on the stream and go back 3 minutes at least and see what it looks like, and then come back to live and see this. It's like, how did she do that? What? How
I don't believe a word of it. It's all a load of rubbish. So there's some. Let's see if I can keep doing some. Let me give it a little bit of water. I don't want a lot. There we are, just a spray. So that was really not pumping it out a lot.
It's just magic. Okay, if I needed a lesson on this, I would need a lesson that was more juvenile.
All I'm doing is using the square shape of this brush, the flat end,
I know.
to make those little marks. That's it. I mean, I'm lucky that this is what I liked about this. This particular thing has this same sort of thing going on across. It's just varying in heights. That's all it is, and it's lower near where the horizon line is. Well, I'm putting it lower where the horizon, where the not focus point, vanishing point is.
Okay.
Because it's going in like that, right? Okay. So that's where the vanishing point is. So I'm putting it lower, and then I'm coming up. I'm doing a bit higher.
No, you'd have to create a lesson. Pretend like I'm Izzy.
Yeah. Well, I've done that little pointy one now, and you can put a little line above.
Pointy one. We don't need to see it. You do. And
no.
Two, you need to touch your phone again before it goes blank.
Oh. too true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. Now, this is going to look so much different because, apart from anything else, I'm doing it on black paper. So I'm using different colours to compensate for that, or try to. That might be a little bit too, because the water has gone again. There we go. I want it misty because it's in the mist, so that's good. That's too broad for this, so I'll make that. So I'm deliberately leaving that space. Now I need a thin, possibly a rigger if I've got one, something similar. Well, that's a good one. So I want something, same colour, same blue.
Up at the top right, you took away the paint. It's like a black triangle. Why did you?
I did, didn't I? I don't know, because I'm silly.
Oh, I thought you had a reason.
It was too strong, basically, because it was very, very dark orange, and I just felt it was too much there. So let's hope that helps a bit. And
interrupt your flow.
no, I just. That's
my
better.
eye kept going there. It's like, leave me alone. Over here.
Yeah. So I know that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Spritz and then touch your phone again. I just know.
Well, because it was coming to an abrupt end where I pulled the stroke, I sprayed on it and that has diffused it again, which is good. So now indigo. Oops, I didn't wash my brush. So I've got a little bit of that light blue in there with the indigo, but that's all right, because I'm going to come down here. Carry that up to the top, and the same with this one on the inside. Good. Don't forget that this is the line. Indigo. Now the indigo is only working because it's on the lighter colour. You see what's happening? It's starting to blend in. So I've got a sharp line there. I don't want a sharp line, so I'll blend that a bit. I've got a piece here that does one.
Trish. Love and hugs to you guys. Take care. Ooh.
Got one there.
Come back and watch till the end then, when you can, okay?
Try to keep the buildings upright instead of sideways. Now there's a lot going on here. and it's a darker corner. See, just doing sketchy shapes is much better than doing anything more definite. And I'm going to add more water in a minute because I want this to move a bit more. Now, I want a new tissue. There we go. Just not because there was any reason for that, just it was putting me off. So I want a little bit of a spritz on there, not much. I just want it to move a little bit more, blend in a bit more. This is blending in quite a bit here. Let's see if I can't shift some of this colour. And now I want another colour. I want some more of that orange, and only not so much. So I'm using the orange rather than the red, because I did use some of the red in there, and I just want to use a little bit of this in here. Some of these buildings have this colour on it.
Okay.
And this is that church.
Do that. Take a second. Gently grab your phone and bring it forward so we can compare what you've done.
No, you don't want to compare. That's not the point at all.
Well, I don't mean compare.
This is a hint. This is more impressionist. Much more impressionist.
That's better. But this is your version. I mean, she didn't do it exactly as the version she saw originally, and neither are you. And that's okay. I just wanted to track where you were going. Not so much colors and design, but just where you were going, what you were seeing. Yep. I think your overhead lamp or whatever is throwing a glare on that left side. I don't know if. Okay, Mariah, thanks for being here. I don't know, point it up.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. Yep. Why did that? You must have touched something on the chat. I don't know.
Did I?
Trisha's statement.
What? Oh, sorry.
I don't know how that happened. Okay, thank
you.
It
was me. I'm sorry. I didn't know I'd done that.
We're good. Okay, it's a little darker now, but at least that glare is gone. Well, excuse you.
I think somebody's dying back there. Sounded like the last gasp, that.
Like an old dog dying.
Yep, exactly. There's too much on there. Don't want that much.
Don't encourage him, Fran. We've talked about this.
When you poke me, I talk.
Oh, yeah.
You're not adding more orange. You're just wetting it and moving it more, aren't you?
Yeah, that's what it's really doing, moving.
Talk about it. Don't just let.
Sorry, I'm just blending in a bit here, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Right now, that's moving again. I didn't want it down there, so I'm soaking it up. That little line where the buildings meet the water.
Hmm.
And when that's dry, I can put a nice line across there. And I want a bit more indigo. And I want some more of that, what's it colour? Hang on.
I get such a joy out of watching your water change color too.
Yeah, well, it's certainly doing that. Yes.
Her wash water. It was orange earlier.
Let me put a little bit of a and a little bit of.
I know you've got to have that black fine mist sprayer because I have one.
Yeah, but it's a bit too strong. I can control this other one a bit better.
Okay.
A little bit better.
Because that one makes me think I'm spraying Windex, and that's strong spray.
You can get a lot of pigment on your brush with these Kuretake ones. You've got to be careful of that if you don't want too much going in.
Because that bottom is basically dry except for you spritzed. You're just toning it back a little bit.
Exactly, yes. And I want a little bit more of the indigo because I don't want it too lost. Don't want it blending in too much there. A little bit more indigo.
Yeah, you don't. Ooh. Rhonda says they have Kuretake has a graphite set that has beautiful darker colors.
Yes, I know. I haven't tried that one
yet.
Well, I don't know about yet, but we'll see. I've only got one opportunity per year, you see, to put in any requests. And they all mix together.
The rest of the year, you got to take care of it on your own, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I struggle with giving you what I want for Christmas and my birthday. It's like, what do you want to get me? Candy? That's good. Okay, we'll go with that. Go to Hughes and get me candy. I'm good.
Yeah, that's always a good stop off, isn't it?
If you wrap it nicely and good and well, I'm happy enough just playing with the wrapping paper and the box it came in. I'll be a cat. It's okay. Just call me a cat. Give me a box of crinkly paper. I'm good.
Oh, I didn't want to put it there. What am I doing? Yeah. Let me put a little bit more water on here to let that melt in. Yeah.
Hit your screen before it goes to sleep.
Yeah. There we go.
Derwent has the graphite mix as well. Is the graphite mix, would that make it more like granulating? We were talking about granulating Friday.
I'm not sure. Well, I've not tried them, you see, so I don't really know.
Okay.
We don't really know. Oh, somebody's got them.
Rhonda says yes.
Ah, there you go.
I think that's a yes for my question. I don't know.
I do like that wicking going through there, but I don't want it there, unfortunately.
There you go.
Oh, that's quite nice. Pretend they're bushes.
Yeah.
Yes. And this is reflection. Good. Because you can't have reflection there because the road goes up to there. Or the path or whatever. Woo.
Walkway. I see it as a walkway, like a waterside walkway, but I could be wrong. A riverside walkway, river edge. I don't know.
That's it, yeah. River Edge.
Yeah. So Marguerite says, with the graphite, if you try to move the color after it has dried, the graphite moves, but not the color.
Oh. How odd.
Intriguing, actually.
Mm. Right, where's the heater? I'm going for a much more impressionist look, which is good because that's what I'm getting. See, with mixing the indigo blue and the orange, I've got some greeny colours in there as well. What I really want to do is to see if it's wet yet. Oh, it's drying nicely. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Right, get a bit more precise. So I think I'm sticking to the indigo. Now this one of those buildings is a bit further over than that one, but that's my idea. Now this is not quite the stage for the last things they're going to put in will be the lampposts and then the people. So the next thing going will be after I finish fiddling with the buildings, will be the railings, and then it will be the lampposts, and then it will be the people. And I've got trees to put in as well sometime. I don't really want that dark.
Hit your screen.
Yeah.
Oh. It's so quiet. Hi, Carla.
Quiet. Oh, I didn't want that there.
Oh, Carla says, I've been watching on TV. Fascinating, Fran. That should be your new name. Fascinating, Fran.
Fascinating.
Well, sometimes she's not mad. She's fascinating. And there you go. You have it.
Fascinating, Frankie. There we go. Now I want this to keep blending, you see. I don't want it to be too... Oh, there is water there. That's all right. I don't want to borrow.
Yep. So you're just trying to blend, to
In the middle.
smudge it in and blend it?
Yeah.
And these are the buildings.
Yep. These are the buildings.
Or rather, the shadow of the buildings, actually.
Yeah. The accents of the buildings, really,
Yeah,
isn't it?
good word.
We don't want too much to go on.
Yeah, I saw that green tinge over there.
Yeah. I like this bit here. This is looking rather good. It's nothing like that, but I'd rather like the shapes and the way they meld into each other. I like that. Not quite so fond of this bit here, and I'm not sure what that's doing at all, so I better do something with that. Not sure what. Maybe just pale it out a bit. That's better. And maybe the same with this one. That's better. A little bit stronger on this side because the sunlight is predominant over here. So we want the shadow on the opposite side of the buildings to that. It's not a big deal, but just to stay consistent. And I've done it the other way with these. That brings it together, and I've got another one there, and another one there. And another one, bigger one there.
So right now you're just trying to accent the buildings more, bring out the accent of the buildings more.
I want to keep them in a mist, but I want them to stand out a little bit.
Okay.
So I need to rinse that properly. Got a feeling that water's getting a bit too murky.
Yeah. Pays to have a second glass.
I've got one, but I've still got the lid on it.
Yeah, don't put it in your tea.
No, exactly. We don't want tea in there. That's looking better. I like that. Now that's a bit bitty where the indigo is there, but I don't mind it. Just blend it down again. I like that. That's nice. And I just want to knit this together a bit better. And put some bigger block buildings in. So in order to do that, I want to dry what I've got because I'm really happy with the top.
Heat gun alert. Maybe mute.
Heat gun alert.
Yep, maybe put
Okay, will do.
Okay. You know, with that blue tinge, I keep looking at it going, "Ooh, it's cold outside and it's a frozen lake and I want to go ice skating." It's just what comes to
exactly.
mind.
It's cold. It's cold there.
Yep.
It's evening. It's cold. There's light on the water, but not a lot. Perhaps
Yep.
the moon is here. Perhaps that's why it's so light there. Who knows? I don't want to spoil it because I love the effect. I love what it looks like.
Tap your phone.
I've always liked the Impressionists. And they've always fascinated me because it's so, well, what are they doing? What is that supposed to be? Does it matter what that's supposed to be? I mean, is it supposed to be an impression of something or just an impression? Yeah. And how did they do it? What were they looking at? Did they have bad eyesight or was it deliberate? You know, sometimes people say people did things this way because they had bad eyesight. Yeah, well, possibly.
Or a brain tumor.
You don't know. Yeah, or they were just a genius. You know, you can't be sure. So, what's that one next to indigo? Indigo, blue grade deep. I think the indigo is my best bet for anything dark because I don't think I can deal with anything else dark. So if I want to lighten that edge, I've got to put some more of this in.
Marguerite says, Modigliani astigmatism?
Modigliani, yes.
Modigliani astigmatism. Okay.
Modigliani is an artist.
Oh, I see. Okay, Belinda, thank you for being here. I'm sorry I missed your goodbye. Thank you for being here.
Bye, Belinda.
for everyone. Thank you for being here. I know it's not the most chatty
I'm
and
sorry.
yeah, but don't be sorry. You're doing great, and you have explained quite well.
Oh, good. Good.
No, don't be sorry.
Right.
Um, it's just what we're doing today. It's just where you're at, and I'm enjoying it.
So I think that's fair. I don't say it's brilliant, but it's fair. Let's give it a bit. It seems to me that half the time putting a little bit of water on solves an awful lot of problems, which you might otherwise be slightly dissatisfied with. Right, so that needs to dry. I do have to put, as I said, some more blocky buildings at the front here, but I don't want to be too.
Thank you, Eddie.
I suppose I ought to put them in now. Really, let's get some lights on them. So we'll put the pale blue, and we'll put that building there, and there.
It's like I said, watercoloring is for me. It's soothing. It's well, at times for me, it's frustrating because I'm still a newbie in my mind. I'm still so,
So am I.
but I enjoy the attempts. I love watching put color down, and as it dries, it it gets absorbed and it changes and it mutes or whatever. It's just and the way it moves. Watercolor. It's the water effect.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I know I'm muddying that, but I don't. I'm going for an effect rather than keeping the pans pristine. So I've got a mixed one there, lovely. That's what I wanted.
So Marguerite says watercolor usually light to dark in layers. I'm just going to say this right now. If there's a usual or a normal, don't expect Fran to stick to it. She's mad Frankie for a reason.
Uh-huh.
She may not. She may go, well, I wonder what if you did the other way. She wants to know why. That's what I like. Everything else is just in a box, and we don't like to be in a box.
True, very true.
So yeah, your version here, this misty blue tinged one it's about 36. It's supposed to get a high of 36 Fahrenheit today. That's it today.
Uh-huh.
Most of the snow is gone, but it's flipping cold. And looking at your beautiful tinged, blue tinged, like I said, I see ice skating, ice skaters. And I gotta say, the way you made the shadow, the city skyline hitting that at the top, hitting the lower part, almost looks like a reflection. I don't know if you could see that on the left side.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah, well, this is water, so there's a possibility that could be exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the original photo, it's water.
I wouldn't mind snow either, Rhonda. We've had some. We had about 3 inches. It's mostly gone now. I wouldn't mind snow. I call snow insulation. Anything in between is mud or flipping.
Are you normally an Eskimo?
Well, I'm the Eskimo that doesn't leave the house in winter. I went out yesterday for like an hour, maybe, and it was the first time I've been out since we took our trip.
Uh-huh.
It's the first time I've stepped out the door since we came home from my trip. That's a few weeks. And yeah, it wasn't all that exciting, let me tell you. It was not. It was not. We went.
Is this a 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
Nuh-uh, uh-huh, nuh-uh, uh-huh. We went to Walmart, so, really. We did take the side road, so it was a little more scenic than going through the town. The business section, we took the back road, so we were on the outskirts going through trees, and I could see trees and birds and fields, and which I much prefer to architecture. I don't mind barns. It's just those buildings, other buildings that bother me. There's people in them.
Yeah, people, silly things. What do we want people for? Ugh.
Yeah. But I would love some more snow. Um, I was telling him yesterday, my favorite time of year is the fall, and then summer, and then winter. And my least favorite is early spring, where everything is brown and mud.
Whoosh, whoosh.
You wish, right?
That's the magic effect, you know. Whoa.
That sounds like something, Eddie, that sounds like something P would say. People, ugh, they're loud and stinky.
Yeah, well, that's me, all right. Loud and
I was
stinky,
gonna
yeah.
I have a hearing deficiency. I have a hearing problem, and yeah, so that would be me, Eddie. If so, so the next time you're out and about and you hear somebody loud and stinky, think of me. Yeah.
Well, I think it's about time we took some risks. I'm going to dry that last bit, which I'm quite happy about. And then I think it's about time we went and try and spoil it.
And Marguerite, I would rather paint trees than buildings anytime. I just, and that's probably why I can't do what Fran's doing right now. Buildings don't interest me. Give me here, I'll show you. This is what I've been doing. So I'll put my camera up. Oops. We'll turn it back on. Very generic.
Yeah, put your camera back on. It's not up yet.
Camera back on. Very generic.
Hooray.
There.
Is that building on the left?
There are no buildings. That is, if that over here is part of the tools.
Oh, right, I see. I thought it was a building. Sorry.
No buildings. This mark right here, I don't know how it got here, but I can't get it to. I have to go back in here to layers, and I don't know what layer it's. Oh, it's on that layer, so we could just take the eraser and go like that. Never mind. I don't know. I closed it before I saw that, so now I can't undo it. Oh, there we go. Hi, Bethy.
Might just be a mark on the screen. That's normally what mine are.
No, I'm still learning. If I'm on pencil or something like that and I touch the screen, it's going to leave a mark. So here, like this. Oops. And because I had closed the picture, I couldn't just hit undo to undo it.
Now, I've got a problem. I've got to decide.
Oh, good to know, Eddie. Eddie says he's got a new watercolor a new watercolor video with trees comes out later today. I get notifications for you, Eddie. They're at the top of my list. Let me show.
So
that's the other one. Okay, let me come back to you. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to get so we could see what you were showing.
No, you saw it. You already saw it. I want to. What's your brain processing right now?
What I'm thinking now is, do I go over it with a shaky watercolor, a shaky brush, a brush in my shaky hand, or do I try and go over it with the Inktense pencils? I think the Inktense pencils might be safer. That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm liking this misty,
Yeah, I like
delicate. Yeah. I like that we've got darker here and lighter here, which is quite different from what we've got there.
very, very nearly a sunset, you know,
Exactly.
and I
Sort
like
of
it.
foggy city baground with perhaps
Right.
the glow of the moon behind the cloud, something like that.
Yeah. Um,
So where's my ink pen? There it is.
so
Right,
you're gonna you're gonna land on the you're gonna land on the
well,
pet.
I think what I'm going to do is move this
Okay, then I'll come back.
paint out the way.
Everyone, see what I did? Got more. Let's see.
Can't see when it's that far away. Just a minute. There you go.
Well, you don't have to look. You're busy. I'm entertaining
No,
them.
I've got you on solo, and people can see you a bit bigger.
See, we could turn it. We could turn it this way.
I've got a chance to clean a pot.
So we could turn it this way.
I don't need that now. What am I doing? I'm getting out water, and I'm going to be using ink tips. Although they are water reactive, but that's not the point.
Squiggly. This is just
Oh, I
squiggly.
like.
You like this?
Lovely. Yes. I know
I-
it's pink, but apart from that, I like it. If you turned it purple, it'd be lovely.
Well, let me just say, I put some blobs down, and then I went in to liquefy them, and I moved them around, and I got this. So here I saw a rabbit. Let me get my. Okay, here I saw a rabbit, which here, believe it or not, I see. Let me come in closer.
I know what you see. That's what you always tell me you see.
Yes, but not this time.
Oh, right. Okay.
This time I see like a lady, a woman. You see the body here? And this is all the hair flowing out.
Ah.
So there's a
Well, that's
body
better than what I
here. This
normally
is
see.
her knees right here, and then her calves, and then down to her feet. She's like flying or whatever. Yes. Yeah, Carla, you guys are bad. This one over here. Oops. Let's get off the.
Exactly, Carla. That's exactly what she normally says.
What do you see here? I see a nose here, the head, the nose, the mouth right here. I see a globby face.
I see a wide-mouthed frog.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now, what do you see here?
I see Alarera, the
I
black rabbit
see-
of inlay, only
I
pink.
Alien.
Oh, no, I see the black rabbit. It definitely looks like a rabbit. You see that ear at the top and the eye? Yes, and it's swirling in the dream. Yes, definitely.
Well, right there, I saw the. Let me turn this. Use your brain. There's the alien. There's the alien head.
Yeah, if you say so. Well, if it's whatever you want to see to it. It's not necessarily the artist's choice. It's the viewer's choice, isn't it?
Right, and that's
whatever.
like I said. I just put some blobs down, just some blobs of color, and okay, and we'll just and then we took. Let's see if I can remember how I did this. And then we took push. We go over here. Oops, I moved that. That's what you get for playing in layers. And I go over here, and we go pinch, and we go expand, and we go pinch again, and pinch over here, pinch over there. I'm gonna put some crystals in there. You put some crystals over here. Let's see. Then we're gonna push this out a little bit. Then we're gonna put some more crystals in here. Crystals. There. There we go. Yep. I should have put it on a layer. I didn't think to do that, but no, it is on a layer. Oops, undo. I'm still learning the, it won't select it.
Really? Is it locked?
No, I just don't know what I'm doing.
Oh.
But you
Well, I get a lot of that.
know.
I usually come. Oh, I was going to ask you because I'll have to ask you after the stream. Remind me, I've got a question for you about Photoshop after the stream. Okay, stream.
Okay, I didn't say it. Just so everyone knows the way the conversation is going over there in chat, I said I did not say it. You guys said it. She started it. So, just so everyone knows, I never said that word. Fran started
No,
it. You guys all,
Julie.
y'all know me so well.
Yes, that's what she said. She don't.
Eddie didn't say it. Nope. But it got in your head, didn't it? She got in your
Yeah.
head, or I got in your head, or I got in all your heads, but whatever. It's just fun. It's just fun. I wanted Procreate and I got it. I've been watching Miriam and I just love what she does, and she does it on Procreate. So guess what I got for Christmas? Procreate. Well, I thought that was obvious.
Procreate without something with it.
Exactly. And it's easier. It's much easier on my hands. I don't have the pencil. I have this silly ink pen that's got a rubber tip for using on your phone or whatever. So it's not, yes. Eddie says, well done, Violet's hubby. He did good. He always does good. He doesn't, I don't know why he doesn't think he doesn't. Like I said, wrapping paper in a box and it would have been, I'd have lived. There's nothing I'm to die for I gotta have except maybe chocolate. Chocolate. You guys, Dana and all of you guys, what you saw, it wasn't deliberate what I created there. You saw it. It was just random blobs, and then I took the liquefy and moved it. So whatever you saw, somebody stuck something in your head.
And frankly, Violet, it was you. You're always telling me, you know what I see there. I see what.
And Lauber probably knows. I spent like 15 years in medical transcription. I mean, I was exposed to my research. I lived in good medical journals or medical sites, Jack and all of that. So Anne should know. Yeah, like a radiology test, stuff like that. I did everything. They threw everything at me: forensics, labs, orthopedics, cardiovascular. I mean, I started out just doing simple office notes and I ended up in specialties. It's in my head. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's anatomy. Who? Anatomy. See, now you're putting the lamps in. It's and bigger trees than I realized. Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah. Look, everyone. Look what she's doing. Look at what she's hit your phone before you lose it. And you zoomed in on your phone, didn't you?
No,
It looks like you zoomed in a little bit, like you're cutting off the bottom of that photo.
no, it's just what happens when you can turn it that way round and you can get more of it like that, but there's not a
Okay,
lot.
that's what I'm missing. All right.
That's all. It's there somewhere. I know it's there, but I'm not copying it exactly.
The thing with doing nuclear medicine and radiology in is that we got paid by the character, and you spent more time setting up the document or flying through the document looking for where you should put stuff than you did for typing. So if you got paid by the hour, you'd get a penny. It was just ridiculous. So not that I couldn't do it, but it wasn't my favorite. And somehow orthopedics and pulmonology are what I got thrown at me a lot because I was very fast with those. And of course, those are two types of doctors who do not like to pronounce words. Or the other one was gastrology, anything to do with that. So hepatosplenomegaly. It's one of my favorite words. Yeah, and they make up words. They don't want to say it. They go, "Oh, the Hispanic, you know what I mean." That's how a doctor would talk when he's dictating. Hepatospleno, you know what I mean. Fill in the blanks. I'm like, no, I can't do that. It's against the law. You have to say the words. Or they talk like this. But it's all in my head. Ooh.
Now I want to do something different here. What I want to do is a bit of a cheat, but I've got something on my phone that I want to copy.
Okay.
Now, where is it?
Oh, Dana, don't come to my house. You'll have a field day.
I'll do it here. Let's see if you...
Yeah. I worked for a company, a really great company that kept sending me to, because I worked hospital systems all over the country. I mean, not my last job, my second to the last job in my last job in medical transcription was for a subcontractor for the government. So everything I did was for vets, which I loved. But one of the companies I worked for, they kept sending me to this mental health facility in Florida, and they dealt with children. And so I was doing reports for children who had been abused, who were placed in the facility for behavioral problems because of abuse or other things like that. I couldn't stay. I could not stay working for them. And I begged to be put. That's beautiful, Fran.
So I nicked it off this.
Ah.
Film noir, a little film noir edition. So
Oh.
There we go. I think I'm about done because it's not brilliant, but I will just mess it up if I do any more. And in any case, it's 8:41 here. So we're getting near the end. So I think it's a good time to stop before it's too far. But I want the white pencil for one little touch.
Okay.
Let me just go back to the other photo.
Yeah, Eddie says, is that from The Exorcist? Thank you, Julie. I'll look for it.
That's not the right one. It's the further on one I want. So it's the one that's there. That one. Yeah, that one. Because we need to put some light.
Yeah, and yep, I know what you're saying. All the office politics. I would have loved to have been a psychologist, but I think I empathize too much. I carry it. It's a case where a sharper pencil would really, when you get down to those little ones. So Anne says, Fran, this is for you. She says, that is amazing. Cannot believe that picture began where it was and where it ended up. It's what I said. If you go back to where she started this and see where it is now, the layers upon layers and the movement that she created, it just blows me away. See, Fran, I told you, you make it easy for me to massage you. It was your word.
It was, wasn't it? Sorry. So, just to make sure I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I want to see how if you do figures on the walkway, will they be, yeah, will they blend in, or will they get absorbed by the walkway, or will they stand out? I wonder.
What walkway? What
Find 'em with
walkway?
light.
Huh?
Well, in the photo, there's figures on the walkway.
Yeah.
No, that's not the walkway. That's where you placed them, is in the feet in the grass.
No. This is the pavement. I'm afraid it's pavement. Sorry, but this is not pavement here. That's where the trees are. So it's sort of going.
Okay, what are the light posts coming down into?
There's water here, and this is the pavement here.
Right, that pavement. In the photo, there are people on that pavement, on that dark.
Here. They're still standing here, you see. It's just that there's a pair of people there, and I put one.
Turn the phone sideways.
Just a minute. See, standing on the pavement. There's two more. There and there. So this is pavement. That is river. So perhaps I should put a little boat in there.
Well, it looked to me like there were more people on that walkway right up on the edge. So I could be wrong.
Well, on the edge there. The rest is railings.
Okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Hang on, let me show you an earlier one. There you go.
Okay.
See what I mean? That's a bin, I think, and that's a post of the railings.
Yeah.
So, and that's people.
Okay, thank you. That makes it.
That was what what I meant.
Right. I'm seeing posts. Yep. My little eyes from a distance saw something else, but now I see it better. Okay, Carla. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. I'm not doing any more. I'll spoil it if I do that. I think I spoiled it by trying to put a boat in.
I applaud you, because that's beautiful.
Well, it's a good time to stop, because I really like this area here, and I really like these. I'd like to go over the trees with a bit more light here and there, but I'm pretty happy with it, basically.
Here's my suggestion: screenshots. So from the very beginning, before the first time you hit it with the heat gun, take a screenshot of what you got, and then a screenshot of this. It's exactly, Dana. It's fantastic.
It's different. Certainly different anyway. I mean, it's not wonderful. I'm doing a drawing class at the moment. It hopes to improve, but I can see where all my problems are. I know what's wrong.
Don't put the phone shot up there. If you don't put the phone shot up there, leave that off. That's distracting. Just your photo, just your pictures. That's beautiful.
There you go.
Yay.
There we go, and I can close that down. I do like my ink pens. So that is it.
Eddie says, well done. Dana says, this is fantastic. Julie says, it looks pretty good to me.
I'm quite happy with it. I'm not wonderfully happy, but I'm quite happy with it. It's got something.
Dana says, bravo. You know what, Fran? It's not easy to do something like this as it is, but to do it on camera with a nutty redhead talking behind you. And
yeah, but actually the nutty redhead is very comforting.
I love it.
And distracting too. Distracts from all my errors. Lovely.
Yeah,
I'll probably either blend that boat in or have a better effect in it, but I'm fairly happy with that. I like the light on the figure. I managed to get a little bit of light on the trees. The trees are not perfect because there's quite a thick bit of paint behind it, so it's kind of hard to do. So perhaps if I go over that with a very delicate, very fine, thin brush, that might improve it a little bit. But that basically is about it. I don't think I want to improve the buildings at all. I'm really happy with those. The lights turned out quite nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
London Fog City. I love it. In the evening.
Actually, I think it's somewhere abroad, but yeah, well, we've got a film noir figure in it, so who cares?
Yeah, who cares? It's wherever we want it to be.
Yeah, it's whatever you want it to be. Yeah.
It's Fran land.
Yes.
See, and this is what I tell her. It needs to be matted and framed. She has so many pieces that I think would go on her walls. She has enough walls, let me tell you.
Are you sure? I've got a lot of things on the walls. Let me just peel
You
this
have
off.
a new room upstairs that needs some artwork.
It needs some matting on the floor.
Keep that alert. Sorry, everyone. Gotta get that tape off without tearing the paper. And I'll just go ahead and thank everyone, our lurkers, our replayers, and our live viewers for being here and all the thumbs up and the comments. We appreciate the encouragement.
Certainly do.
And you come in and you chat and visit with us and leave your thumbs up or comment below afterwards. And keep going.
That's what we say that this using the heat gun and makes it feel like I'm sorry they're right. Boy, they're right. It really does.
Yeah, and the thing I forgot was you did all this on black watercolor paper. So you were dealing with that, which couldn't have been easy, but you did a good job of it.
Well, you'd had to make adjustments for the blackness. You know, like you couldn't use leave the white of the paper to do things because there wasn't any.
Right?
So there we are. I think that's not too bad at all. It's looking quite nice with it cut out like that.
Screenshot. That's beautiful.
Let me just stop moving around. I'm trying to get it level so that it will make a decent screenshot. There you go. That's not too bad, is it?
Scooch it to the right just a tad.
Yes, the heat gun and tape trick, it really does. When you're pulling it by hand, it's sort of, it's quite tough and it's gripping a lot. But when you use the heat gun, it comes off so easy, especially if you had a third hand to hold the paper and the tape and the heat gun. Apart from that, it's lovely. Okie dokie, guys and gals. Thank you so much for coming. And let's make Violet the better size. There we are. Look, she's doing little thingies. She's doing. I can't remember how you do it.
I can't either. It's been too long, and my hands won't move like they used to. They've got.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know,
that's sweet.
I used to. My sister was a puppeteer and for her church in the puppet where they had these very large like Muppet puppets. And one of the tricks I learned was puppets don't talk like this. If you've got your hand in there, you don't talk like that. You go like this when the puppet's talking. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. You know, you always do it like this, blah 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 blah. But that's not how you got to go like that.
Hello, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Anyway, I'd be shouting too much. I've got green tape all over me. I think it's time we said bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye, everybody, and thanks for popping by. Here we go. Let's put this together and end the stream. Here we are. Bye. We're going.